Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? Finally, I'm going to talk about the Blu-ray release of the Beatles Get Back. See it here? Nice. Very nice. Packaging is beautiful on this thing. I mean, it opens up like this. And you get your discs housed in here. Kind of nice, and you get these collectible pictures in here. Nice. Now, this was delayed, as we all know, and nobody specifically knew why. They said it was a sound error, and some people who actually got the ones that snuck out there were like, what sound error? It sounds perfectly fine to me. Well, what the sound error actually was, it had to do with the fact that there was supposed to be a 7.1 PCM audio on the discs. And a bunch of discs, pretty much all of the discs went out. They went out without the PCM 7.1 audio. For the people that love PCM audio. I really don't care. I was more interested in the Atmos mix anyways, but I waited and I got it. I don't have too much to say on picture quality and things about the content that I haven't said when I talked about the Get Back series when it came out the weekend of Thanksgiving of last year. So my opinion on this thing still stands. It is a masterwork historical document. What Peter Jackson did is amazing. He was hands-on this project. As much as I love Marty Scorsese, I mean, things like the George Harrison documentary he did, it was basically a matter of trusting his editors, and he would dip his head in and out of the editing room. This is Peter Jackson hands-on. He created a historical document of that time period. A time period that, as I said, has been editorialized to death. And it is amazing. It's amazing what he was able to do. Picture quality on the disc, it's pretty much the same, except when I was streaming it on Disney Plus, I was able to watch it 4K UHD in Dolby Vision. You're getting a Blu-ray here, so it's not 4K UHD. You do get Dolby Atmos. I haven't played it on my Atmos system yet. I just played it on standard 5.1, and the standard 5.1 is perfectly fine. I need to play it on Atmos so I could judge the Atmos immersive track. Giles Martin did it, and I played the Abbey Road mix in Dolby Atmos, and that is great. And I played the Let It Be album mix in Dolby Atmos, and both of those are immersive, so I trust Giles did a great job on it. Picture quality, it is basically the same as what you saw on Disney Plus. Peter Jackson, for better or for worse, he scrubbed that 16 millimeter clean. Now, in this instance, I don't mind that. I mean, 16 millimeter, if you want to see beautiful, untouched 16 millimeter taken directly from the 16 millimeter negative, I urge you to pick up the Criterion Collection Blu-ray of D.A. Pennebaker's Monterey Pop, or the Albert and Dave Maisel documentary Salesman. 16 millimeter does have a certain amount of grain in it, but it's beautiful. It's natural grain. He did scrub it clean, so it does look kind of soft in spots. There are certain shots where some of the Beatles and the people around them look kind of waxy. There are some master shots that were optically zoomed in that look kind of soft. But we don't get a set like this for picture quality. We get this for what a historical document it actually is, and what the source material is. And Peter Jackson was not trying to say that this represents what was on the negatives when Michael Lindsay Hogg shot it. No, he was trying to create something totally new and different. And in that regard, I am not a film snob over this. He did a wonderful job. But I will say, I am kind of disappointed that there's no special features. Now, I'm not talking about a director's cut or an extended edition. That's why he did this 8 hours. That's why he said he did this 8 hours. Because Disney was like, nobody buys extended editions anymore. And he has said that. So essentially, he gave us the extended edition as the main version. It would have been nice to have an interview with Peter Jackson talking about the making of the process, the editing, the steps that he did over the years to get it to this state. That would have been nice. It would have been nice to have an interview with Giles Martin about the technical process of getting the sound in Atmos, Dolby Atmos. That would have been nice. I don't need an interview with Paul and Ringo that will have the typical stock answers again. I'm tired of hearing those. I'm done with it. In fact, I like it when Paul doesn't give stock answers on things, which is a rarity. But overall, I'm happy I own it because, like I said, who knows? I own it forever. I own it in case Disney Plus at some point decides we don't want this on our platform or they take it down. And trust me, that can happen. That can happen. See Home Alone, the first time Disney Plus was launched. They only had it during the holiday season, and then they took it down. So that can happen. So somebody said, oh, no, that would never happen. Disney's going to hold on to this. You never know. You never know. So I own it forever. I suspect that during the holiday season, they're probably going to announce another version of this. Who knows? I know that Let It Be, the movie, was announced to come out at some point, but there have been no announcements for any Beatles-related stuff this year. Absolutely nothing, zero, nada. So I have no idea what's going on. This is a first since 2017. So I have no idea. But if you want to own this physically, I encourage you to do it. It's a great set. And plus you'll own it forever, at least until a massive collector's edition comes out, which will probably happen at some point. All right. Give me some of your comments and leave them below here, and talk to you soon.